Sherlock? Yes, good morrow, chap. Though you know it's closer to afternoon, which I suppose means you both... Yes, well, by the by, I don't want to interrupt your reflection, but I did wish to inquire if you'd had any new insights about the case of the reversed footprints. Oh, you resolved it already, did you? Of course you did. Very clever, my friend, though I would have hoped that Well, bravo. I'm chuffed as usual. You'll have to describe it for me later so that I can record your manner of deduction accurately in the next highly anticipated publication from Dr. John Watson. Perhaps then you've also resolved the mystery surrounding the misplaced pheasant. Oh, I see. That's wonderful that he's helping you. I'm not being snide. Insinuating. Oh, that's rich. How the hell could I insinuate anything when you've both been mathicking about together like besotted trollops? No, I didn't. Please, don't stop your practicing. It's so... I'm sure Moriarty will love it. I did not say his name in any such way. Oh, so would you rather I trill out James, oh James, as you do? Sorry, that wasn't... Sherlock, not that I have ever doubted you. Well, I have sometimes doubted you, but you see, never in a serious way. Simply because, well, sometimes what's so clear to you still seems so mysterious to the rest of us mere mortals. But please, if you allow it, may I... Because, you see, I know Moriarty's... Yes, all right, fine. James. He's a bright sort, and if not for your ability to always outshine him eventually, he'd be too bright. And I know you believe him to be reformed from his bygone criminal ways, but now that you are, shall we say, slightly blinded by his light, not necessarily in that way of the inner light of love and all that bollocks, but nevertheless blinded by his wit and banter and other innumerable charms, I'm sure, and I just don't want you to be caught unawares, taken advantage of, and be so distracted by what's offered through your rose-tinted glasses that you end up with all the shards in your eyes. Yes, I know that I lost the thread of the original metaphor, man. Now will you cease to get hung up on all the smudges and smash the damned glass so that you can see the forest? Yes, I know that metaphor was even worse. No, please, keep playing your violin. It's so lovely. Sherlock, truly, You know so much. More than I or anyone could ever hope to. But in this one arena of life, as it were, meaning no disrespect, I'll hazard I know more than you. And it's so difficult to know, even when you do know, that is to say, when you did know, when you're not on uncharted terrain, but you still find yourself fumbling every step, even then in the moment, in the rush of heady fascination and the adoration and the heat of... It's intoxicating, all-consuming, but fleeting, like a chemical reaction, you see? A sudden flare or explosion and then bang! Gone. Dead. Yes. I understand that the chemical reaction precedes the transformation, but that just further proves what I hope to convey, you see? Because the transformation leaves both chemicals inescapably altered, but you cannot predict the exact... Yes, I understand you can predict it in the scientific sense, but we are not talking about the scientific sense. I was hoping to use a chemistry analogy to help you understand, you see, but of course you're too bloody smart to understand anything. Your brain must be too large for your skull, constantly bulging against your eardrums and the backs of your eyeballs. For what else could explain how such a brilliant man is incapable of noticing a single fucking thing? So enough of this metaphorical bullshit, Sherlock. This time I'll speak as plainly as one possibly can when discussing a thing as elusive and knotted and shitty as love. Real love isn't chaos and destruction and the delicious thrill of towing that line between fury and lust. It isn't the thing that's liable to combust at any moment. Real love is dependable, stable. It endures. It's there for the moments of beauty and the moments of pain, and the moments of the in-between that compose most of a life. It's there for the joy and the gloom, and the loud and the quiet, and the afternoon tea, and the knocked-over umbrella stand, and the incessant pipe smoking, and the eyes radiant with discovery, and the doors that stay closed. But that's neither here nor there. You shall do as you please, as you should, and always do. Truly, nothing would delight me more than for you to find your own glorious light to bask in with someone you adore greater than, well, etc., etc. Words trivialize it all. But for you to have that, as I have with my wife, Mary, it would be an exquisite joy to see you warmed by such a glow. I'm sure that James will have far more insights to offer than I would regarding the case of the misplaced pheasant. I'm too misplaced myself to be of any use to you.